So today I was working on T4s and T5s, so I thought I'd just let you know about those things. So if you are an employer, then like you have employees for your corporation, you will have to create T4s for them to tell them how much they made and how much you deducted from their paycheck. If you are an employee, or you're an employee of your own corporation maybe, then you will need a T4 from the company who employs you. And the T4 expressing all the income that you made and the deductions and that kind of thing, it gets filed with the CRA as well as going to you. So you and the government and both end up with a copy. And some corporations will pay out dividends. So if you're a one-person corporation or you're a small corporation, sometimes you will pay out dividends to pay yourself instead of being an employee of your company. If you have dividends, then you need a T5. That is what gives you the amount of income that you made from dividends, and that gets filed with the CRA too. So that's fun. But how do they get prepared? Well, normally, I shouldn't say normally, accountants do a good number of them for sure, but I have some clients who do them themselves. And if you have an employee or you're an employee of your own corporation, then you're probably using some sort of software to track the amount that you're paying your employees every month, because you need to know how much to remit to the CRA every month. That software will usually produce a T4 for you. So it takes all the income, like gross pay, the CPP deduction, EI deduction, and the income tax deduction, and then any other deductions that you have, like union dues or pensions or anything like that. And it puts them in the right little boxes and produces the slip for you, which you can then give to your employee. It sometimes, depending on the software, allows you to actually file that T4 with the CRA as well. You have to file these slips with the CRA by the 28th of February. This year it's 29th because leap year, yay. And you also have to get them to your employees by the last day of February as well. So T4s, although more complicated, are usually easier to produce because the software will do it for you. If you're tracking your payroll manually, maybe you have a spreadsheet for it or something like that, then you'll need to know what each of those little boxes mean and what numbers go in there. It's pretty self-explanatory, I want to say, because each little box has a little descriptor, and on the CRA's website you can actually download a fillable T4, and they give really detailed instructions as to what goes in each little box. If you have any trouble with that or you have questions about it, definitely you can get in touch with me. You can leave your question in the comments, or I'll leave my calendar link in the description as well. For T5, so if you got a dividend from your company instead, then you need a T5 to say, oh, I got this much in dividends, and then there's this whole gross up and credit procedure that's, well, more complicated than I care to go into at this particular moment. But the T5 has 3 boxes that need to be filled in. There's a box for the actual amount of dividends that was paid out, and then the grossed up dividends, and then the dividend credit amount. So this also has very detailed instructions on the CRA's website. There's a T5 fillable form you can download. Your software will not produce a T5 for you because it doesn't know, like you haven't been able to put in the dividend information in a way that the software understands to be able to produce a T5. I feel like even if you were able to do that, like it just doesn't have the capabilities for that. Unless you're using like a full-blown payroll software, I think, maybe, I don't know. QuickBooks definitely can't do it anyway. So filling in these little boxes is really just a matter of typing it in. I wish it was more exciting than that, to be honest. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I wish it was like all this math was happening, but it's really simple. Certainly understanding the gross up and credit procedures if you're doing dividends is helpful, but I think that you could do it if you were in a pinch on your own, because the CRA has really detailed instructions. But like, don't wait till the last minute to do this kind of thing. T-slips are definitely not something you want to wait till the last minute for, because you need a bunch of information like social insurance numbers and addresses and like your company's business number and all that stuff. So if you don't have that and you leave it to the last possible minute, then that's not good news. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this, and if I can help you with it. I'd love to help you. Oh, and I'd love to know how you pay yourself. How did you choose to pay yourself from your company? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow.